Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient.
But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard!
We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace! Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
Let's go. We reclaim the lance, now!
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
Isn't it too dangerous?
Better we risk danger than inaction. If we miss this chance, we may never...
So you were after this lance all along. Loyalists indeed.
His smuggler is horrific, distorted.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filth.
Assassins. Then we're in... That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace.
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
You waste your breath. The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Judge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
You! Identify yourself! Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis? Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis! But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you. This is the true lance.
You snake, Luis.
Did he just kill Sanctifex Forden?
No. Impossible. Nothing to see here! The festival is cancelled! Cancelled!
Lord Luis is alive.
What's going on?
Good people! You have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
But you're supposed to be dead.
In a sense, yes.
Then how? How are you alive?
Forden's attendant. You mean that fellow?
No! Zorba?
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my hand. And the first step in his downfall was Zorba's.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breast.
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect him to die in such a place.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a...
Why'd you have the real lance? Wasn't it...
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you. I was present for the inspection.
So you knew the truth of it? No.
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was... Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks.
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Sure, that's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift... In other words, the curse's victim still... For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness, where is he?
Please, spare us!
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Don't!
Out of the way!
What?
Why?
Go! Run!
Right.
Come now.
Thank you. You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that!
This is just wrong!
It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two faltered.
Dal!
Dal! Vitelio!
Hey! Wake up!
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Tell?
Del!
Pitiful. See what brotherhood and the...
Lord Luis. That's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put us... But we had it wrong. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't... You're the kind of...
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power.
This way!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably...
Shut up! What about Del? You so...
I will not let you die. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed.
Shut!
Come, make it.
Oh. It went about as well as could be We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's for his...
You can expect little else in Altabri.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If...
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's all right. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Del knew he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna. That's...
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost.
By the way, have you checked the Farsight mirror?
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Look.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command.
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now, Louis...
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any leads to follow.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church, but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and minds.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near. Seems you made it.
Are you alive? Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Del. I thought
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you...
But why? I can't without you. Del, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Del...
Don't give me that look. Well... Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight. But why?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Del.
goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot. From before.
They want to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad.
Thanks.
By God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Sanctifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport of it.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the Church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor. But they need not share.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct.
This girl? She...
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal.
See sense. Strength alone means nothing.
Rella, will you not speak?
What?
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Or... Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make a...
Even so,
Allow me to clarify.
Well...
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place, but where did...
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor.
And they're getting careless. Though...
But... say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach...
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet.
This isn't good. Probably not the best time.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably...
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. If Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake, after all. Just lifting the curse.
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front-runner and runner-up, His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered.
So many obstacles. What do we do?
Well, I know one way to keep a we use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince.
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty.
I don't think it's a bad idea, though.
Do you not get how dangerous this is?
Ardell was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages, nobody...
Wait, just think about this. He's elder, the royal...
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I can't back down.
Wow.
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed.
Good. Then we declare ourselves...
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl my cue as well. From here on, it's nose to...
Can we talk? Let's go!